show at this stage is familiar with Lowrance products, have been for years, and the HDS Gen 2 systems are all out now.
Yeah, so we released them at Christmas and they've been in the market a couple months now. The big thing about Gen 2 over Gen 1 is it's faster and it's got structure map. And for the guys who don't know what structure map is, it's essentially we take the sonar image from our sounders and we overlay it on the maps. And you can have different transparency levels and you can have different colour palettes and you can record them. So when you go back to an area which is maybe not so well mapped, you can see all the structure that's on the bottom. And we've also released a new structure scan module, and it goes deeper and has more resolution. And so what that gives you now is up to about 80 to 120 metres. You can see everything from small rocks to prams to tyres to whatever's down there overlaid on a chart.
You're not suggesting we make a few artificial reefs there, are you? Mate, I find the Lowrance menu system's really easy to use, even for an old stick like me.
Yeah, well, our target market is more like you than me, right? It's not like a phone, right? Because the phone, you're not moving at 30 knots and it's not, so you have a whole bunch of different requirements. I reckon 30% of the buying decision is how easy it is to use.
Simrad, we move into what, for the biggest section screens?
Well,
what are we doing there?
It starts at 7 inch, so you've got a 7 inch, 8 inch and a 12 inch. It's used on anything from like a 25 foot upwards. So we have the smaller 7s used in master cabins as like a control module for the whole boat.
Yep.
But then we also have them on a smaller trailer boat as the only console. It's sort of like, if you like, it's HDS on steroids. That's the 30-second version.
I did find that the touch screen, when you're rocking around, when you've got fish happening, when it's all over the place, the touch screen makes operation just so much simpler.
We have both control with touch and we also have the control with the buttons.
Yeah.
So you can actually do both. And we put that in there thinking that, you know, in the bigger seas when it got really rough, people would resort to the buttons. But what you find, like you're saying, is once you get used to using touch,
it's just so quick.
Yeah. It's no longer about just the sonar, just the radar and the charting. It's now about all the additional peripherals that you can plug in. You know, you can plug in a black box sounder, you can plug in a black box radar, but you can now do that with audio, you can do all the engine, and so it's actually becoming the centre console for your boat. When you get a guy who hasn't been looking at this technology for 4 or 5 years, and he comes back into the market for a new product, like they almost can't get over what they can do. And like just something like the screens, for example. The screens now are 2 times to 3 times brighter than they were 5 years ago. The processors are probably 4 to 5 times faster. It's just a completely different ballgame.
It is. And what that means is you get to see more on the screen. And Lowrance, obviously in Simrad, mate, it's leading the world. What more do we need to say?
Yeah. I mean, we're all about catching fish, right?
You got it.